little tired. Yeah.
Most of them go.
I tell you what, I was really, it wasn't, obviously our best effort tonight, but I was really proud of, do I need that? I was really proud of our guys because these last, if you go all the way back to, and I was worried about this, but we go on that Montana trip and we busted the whole way around, and it was a long trip and obviously didn't go great. And then we got to get on a plane and go up to North Dakota, Siberia, wherever the hell we were at. It took forever to get there, and you got to compete, and then you got to fly down to Colorado, you got to go through that one. And then when you get back, then you get 4 games in 7 days. This has been a really long stretch for our guys, and I'm really proud of how they got through it. And if you look at these last 4 games that we've had at home, 3 of them are rivalry games. Southern Utah, Idaho State, Montana. Those are pretty big rivals. It took a lot of emotion. We had a lot of emotion going, and I thought tonight it felt like we were a little low on emotion, and it looked like we had a little mental fatigue set in. And of course, I was concerned about it, but I told the guys, I said, hey, you did a hell of a job getting through it. You really did. Sometimes you just got to find a way to get through it. It's not always going to be. Hey, Scotty, have a safe trip.
All right. Yeah, Brady.
And sometimes you just got to find a way when you're not at your best. And our guys did that tonight. They got through it and they found a way to make enough plays.
How do you feel when not at your best is shooting 64%?
Well, the thing that tells you that we were a little bit off mentally, tired, was 15 turnovers. Yeah. And I saw at least 5 to 6 of those, especially towards the end. They were just mental fatigue turnovers. We just threw them the ball. You could just see we weren't sharp. Shooting 64% we'll take, obviously. And this team's been shooting the heck out of the ball. But, we're pretty good. We've got a pretty good basketball team when we defend like we're capable, like we did in the second half. When we rebound like we're capable. And we play pretty good offense. So when we don't turn the ball over, we've got a pretty good basketball team. But 64%, we'll take that every night out.
Coach, you think it's the level of you brought your program and your team, that expectations when you win, sometimes we're going, wow, they didn't play very well, or and then you explain things. You think from the outside the expectations are maybe too high? Or
no, we want them high.
Yeah.
Marty, we came here to provide high expectations, and that's what we want our program to be. But I can't make that mistake as a coach to expect perfection. Mm-hmm. And to, tonight's a perfect example. We played terrific on Thursday night. We didn't have our best. I don't need to go in there and blast our guys about not. So I got to be a little careful with our team, because they're trying. But overall, like I said, we want high expectations for this program. We want everybody to have them. I have them. Our players have them. Our fans have them. And that's what we came here to build. And we're still building, we're still growing, and we still want those expectations to be high. Sometimes it can have a little effect on you, but I'd rather have it that way than people thinking you can't win a game, And so that's what we want. So we'll embrace them, and we want them. We'll embrace them, and we'll go to work and see if we can do whatever we can to meet them, whatever they might be. And I don't, whatever the expectations are this year, I don't, I want to win every game. I just do. You're not going to, but that's what we want to try to do. So.
You said you're not expecting perfection, but Davion was perfect from the field tonight.
I didn't even know that. Yeah, he was. Yes, he was. Offensively, he was in a really good rhythm tonight. And, he made the plays that were given to him. He wasn't forcing a lot. He kind of took what they gave him, and I thought he did a great job offensively tonight. And 5 assists, the 4 turnovers are really uncharacteristic of him. But offensively, I thought he was terrific. And I thought we had a lot of guys play really good offense.
Say, Randy.
What's that? Coach Hughes, can I get you something?
You have to take a Coke.
Bottle of wine?
We'll take this Coke.
Hey, did you guys you busted, right?
What's that?
Did you bust the whole time?
Yeah, we're on our way home.
You're going to go home tonight?
Yeah.
Tell your wife and everybody said hello.
Yeah.
Okay, safe trip. Thanks, Brad. Good job tonight.
Great job.
Good job. But I thought we had some guys play.
Well, Jordan, his shot came that it seemed like he found it in the flow of the offense, and he was on tonight as well.
Yeah, I didn't think he took bad shots. I didn't think we took a lot of bad shots, to be honest with you. On the night when they were going to take Tresnick out of it. They doubled him on every catch, and they were rotating pretty well out of it. So, they were, bottom line, they weren't going to let Tresnick beat him. And so we had to go a different direction. We wanted to throw it in there and try to hopefully make him double and then hurt him out of it. But on a night when they're going to take somebody out of it, everybody else got to step up, and I thought our team did that.
Season high 9 3-pointers Montana State hit. Do you just attribute that to fatigue?
We just weren't sharp.
Yeah.
I mean, some of those threes, it was just we weren't alert. We didn't get to people as quickly as we usually do. And I think we were a little fatigued. I think our minds weren't working quite as fast. But you got to give them credit, too. I mean, they had to make them. And they made a couple long ones. But they got some confidence from there early. And but that's, for how we play, that's unacceptable because we don't let teams have threes. I think we're one of the tops in the country for not allowing it. But, I thought we were a little slow tonight getting places. But you still got to make them, and they made them.
And just kind of an observation, it seems like any time a team makes a run, Davion comes up with an and one play. Is that just the mentality he has, kind of the ice in the vein, or are you telling him to go to the hoop?
I don't tell him to do that, but when you're a good player, when your team needs something to be done. And he's got a pretty good feel when we might be struggling a little bit or somebody's making a run on us. You can see he gets his juices flowing and he's going to go try to make a play, and he's very capable of doing it. So I think it's just him being a good player, and understanding what our team needs at that point in time. You'll see how sometimes it'll look like he's trying to get in there when there's too much traffic, but he's got such a way about him to get in there and draw fouls and finish that he makes some of those big plays. But I think it's more him just understanding our team needs a spark, and he's one of those guys he can do a lot of things. He can shoot it, he can drive it, so he's a multi-dimensional player. So he's the guy that can give you that spark.
Thanks, Coach.
You're welcome, guys.
Appreciate it, Coach.
Yep.